Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so we've got Sunday night football here. We've got the Bears, we've got the Texans. And so this one right here, let's see, as both of these teams were fortunate to win in week one, but only one can win week two. So who is it going to be? Will it be the Bears or the Texans? We're going to find that out here. We got RC already here in the building. He says, yo, yo, yo. And he says, JB, that CBS game earlier was amazing. And so, meanwhile, Houston is going to get the ball first offensively. So, CJ Stroud from The Ohio State University leading the Texans. Can they come out and score? I'm interested to see how Joe Mixon's going to perform today. I need a huge game from Joe Mixon if I'm going to save one of my fantasy teams, which needs saving badly. So I need Joe Mixon to come through today. And I need Houston to come in Metro booming. Let's see. RC says so many unpredictable upsets today. Like you mean, wow. I understand that. Lewis, what's good with you? What's good? All right, Stroud up under center from their own 29-yard line. Play fake, looking, throws it over the middle. Ball gets tipped. Incomplete. Incomplete. He had a guy open, but the ball got tipped. Got to get it over him. 2nd and 10 coming up. Lewis says checking in from the Golden Nugget Casino. Let's go Bears. And you got the over for the Bears in Houston. Are the lines at 42? Okay, bet. Bet, bet, bet. And Bears plus 3.5. I figure you take that one. Samuel, what's good? How was the trip back? Shotgun. Stroud throws it, gets the completion short. It's going to be a pickup of 4 yards in the play there to Brevin Jordan, the tight end. Picks up 4 yards there, takes it to the Houston 33-yard line. And now we got a 3rd and 6 situation coming up here for the opening drive right now for the Houston Texans. But yes, JB is good. Samuel, hope you're good as well. And so Aussie, what's good? And he says, how about the Seahawks? Hey, I tell you what, Aussie, you got us. You got us. You took down my Patriots. Congratulations to you guys there. It was a great game. It was a great game. But unfortunately, my team fell short. But congratulations to you guys. You guys earned it. Stroud in the pocket, throws it, gets the completion there. And that's going to be Joe Mixon with the reception and a first down. He picks up 8 yards there in a catch. But what's good with you? And you say, how about the Seahawks? You said heart attack win for Pete Carroll's 75th birthday. It was his 75th birthday. And you say smash both leagues in fantasy. That's what's up. That's what's up. If only we all could do like you. And Buck season, what's good? He says, yo, what's good, JB? You say, what team has impressed you the most so far this week? Let JB get back to that one. Let JB get back to that one because there's quite a few, but I know which one came to mind for me. Meanwhile, they give it to Mixon, trying to get to the outside. Does get to the outside, and he stays in bounce. Look at him go. Man, Joe Mixon, 16 yards on the plate. Let him go. Let him cook. Let him cook. But I'll tell you what team impressed me the most this week. It is the New Orleans Saints. It has to be them. Back-to-back weeks, putting up 40-plus points. I mean, I did not see this coming at all. At all. So I got to say that right now here in week two, it's the Saints right now. Because they did it against the Cowboys, and we saw what the Cowboys did last week. We saw what they did. So that's definitely one of the teams, the first teams that came to mind for me. All right, so here we go. Another running play here. This time Cam Akers, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up. And so let's see. Joe Brown says, hi, Josh. He said, let's go Bears. All right. So he's rooting for the Bears in this one. Okay, okay. RC says, looks like the Pats won't be going undefeated this season. I think we all knew that, RC. I think we all knew that. And Samuel says, crazy drive trip. And so, oh, man. Laney, what's good? How are you? How was your NFL Sunday? All right, so Texans, now we got Stroud up under center, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. There was some movement. They'll stop the play. But, man, so many things to say. I'll tell you what, though, the second choice for me for the most impressive, and it really blew my mind how impressive they were, the Arizona Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. He did what I knew he was going to be able to do. And hey, when you finally throw the ball his way, good things happen. And he went off. He went off. The Rams were not ready for what happened there. I didn't expect it to be that bad. I really didn't. Matter of fact, I had picked the Rams to win that one. Stroud throws it short, gets the completion. All right, Cam Akers again. But yes, I am well. He said you fell asleep at 3 a.m. for the game here. And so, oh man. All right, so Lewis, he wants points equal shots. Okay, he's taking 3 shots here. Okay. Okay, he really plans on having himself a night. But all right, Houston faced with a 3rd and 12 right now. Here in the first quarter, 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Shotgun formation for Stroud. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball, looking Stroud. Feeling the pressure, throws it short, gets the completion there. Got to make somebody miss there. 4th down coming up. All right, so 4th down coming up. See if Houston can get some points here. This is a 56-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good right down the middle. It's exactly what you hope for there, converted. And so Houston gets the first points of the game in the form of a field goal, and they're up 3-0. Let's see. She says, got J.K. Dobbins in both leagues, which helped. And so I am kicking myself that I did not draft J.K. Dobbins. I really wanted to. I really wanted to. RC says Marvin Harrison Jr. was balling out. That's exactly why I wanted him in one of my fantasy teams. And so, oh, for sure. For sure. Lewis says, let's go. He'll take the 3. He'll take the 3. RC says he agreed. Let's see. RC says Saints. Boo. RC, what you got against the Saints, man? What you got against the Saints? Kenneth, what's good? Kenneth says, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I am doing great, Kenneth. I am doing great. The only thing that can make tonight better is if somehow I would be off from work tomorrow. That'd be the only thing that'd make tonight better. But other than that, I am doing about as good as possible. But hey, you're the one over there eating pepper steak for dinner tonight. Man, Kenneth. Kenneth must be a chef over there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Laney says, good. How are you? I am doing great. JB is doing great. JB is doing great. Thanks for asking. Kenneth says, let's go Bears. And again, we'll get to see the Bears for the first time offensively come out there once we get back from the commercial, see what Caleb Williams has in store for us this time out there. RC says baked chicken, corn, sweet potatoes, cornbread, and greens. Oh, man, RC. RC. He says the La Scrams. I see what you did there, RC. Laney says, let's go Bears. Okay. Lewis says he'll take the field goal. Samuel says Saints versus Cowboys. Final score, the Saints won that one 44-19 was the final one with the Saints win. Okay. Lewis says, let's go, Caleb. He says, get me wasted. Throw 5 touchdowns. Oh, man. But you guys continue to let me know who you got in this one, whether it's the Bears or the Texans. I'm seeing quite a few people say the Bears so far in this one. Anybody got the Texans here? Braden. Hey, Braden, your faith in Malik Willis, it paid off. You guys went out there and you got a W in spite of the fact that there was no Jordan Love. Talk to me, Braden. What does that win mean for you? What does it mean for you? If I knew that this meant that Josh Jacobs would be getting 32 carries and stuff like that, I'd say let Love rest a little bit longer. Let him rest a little bit longer. Braden says he's got the Texans all right. He said he's someone that's got the Texans. I think we all know why. Sammy says, good, great game. The Saints are the Dallas Cowboys. And so, yes, yes, that one was quite the game there. I did not expect Dallas to get beat like that. All right, Bears on the return to about the 23-yard line. So let's see what Chicago has in store, led by Caleb Williams here. Braden says they did exactly what I wanted them to do, run the ball. And not only that, Malik Willis, he threw a passing touchdown, didn't he? Or did he throw like two? But he got a little passing touchdown in there today. All right, so for the Bears, from their own 23-yard line, two receivers, two tight ends, one back. Snaps the ball, looking to pass, throws it, gets the completion, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. I'll tell you what, though, one of the dumbest plays I seen today came from Cincinnati's receiver Jamar Chase when he was upset he didn't get a penalty. He was upset he didn't get a penalty and just completely lost his cool. Completely lost his cool out there in a critical situation. That's something you can't do with Bears. Trips at the bottom of the screen here. They're going to run the ball. And oh my goodness, what an excellent job there by that Houston Texan defense to shut it down. Shut it down. So third down coming up here in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Let's see. Buck says something that impressed me was the Raiders beating the Ravens. You say you wouldn't have seen that coming. I didn't see it coming, but it more so agitated JB Bucks because I have Lamar Jackson on my fantasy team. I got Zay Flowers on my fantasy team, and your boy was not happy about that. Not too happy about that. But I mean, for the Raiders, I am happy for them that they did get the W. Pass, ooh, completed near the sideline. Is it a catch? Is it a catch? Referee says it's a catch. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all, JB gonna have to consult with y'all when it comes to starting defenses because every time I have two defenses, I start the wrong defense, guys. And so JB's gonna have some consultation in terms of best defenses to play because it just ain't working out. It ain't working out. Samuel says your buddy name is Dak Prescott. Oh, word. All right. Meanwhile, that's gonna be enough to get him a nice first down there. And that was DeAndre Carter, number 11 there for Chicago, the receiver. So the Bears trying to move the football here. Shook off the first defender. Got it to almost midfield here. Almost midfield. They're at their own 47-yard line. So now Williams will line up under center here. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Williams snaps it. Gives it to Swift, and Swift gets back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the play. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Again, Texans up 3-0. Samuel says he's got Texas. Okay. And now's a good time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. And if you're someone that's new, let JB know that you're new and who your favorite teams are. And also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. All right, shotgun formation, 2nd and 10. Caleb Williams in the pocket, throws it, gets the completion, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. And that was to DeAndre Swift there with the 8-yard reception. Now we got 3rd and 2 from the Houston 45-yard line. So now we're on Houston side of the field here, but in a pivotal 3rd down. Got to get this first down. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, he had a passing touchdown to Wicks, who you benched in your fantasy. I'm shocked. I am shocked, Braden. Not really. I get it. All right, so here we go. Shotgun. Two receivers top of the screen, one receiver bottom of the screen. Fakes to the back, throws over the middle, gets the completion. He's at the 30, fighting for it, all the way to the 26-yard line of the Houston Texans. So right now, Chicago, they are moving the football. Offense already looking better than they did last week. Week 2 is the week of the rookies rebounding from a letdown in week 1. Let's see. Samuel says call phone number Dak Prescott. Braden says Caleb is looking good. And then size. All right, Caleb up under center, trips the top of the formation, tight end bottom of the formation. Receiver goes in motion, went back in the backfield, give it to the back off the left side, and he's gonna fight for it for 2 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 8 coming up here. 2nd and 8 of the Houston 24-yard line. Current drive right now, 8 plays, 53 yards, and about 4 minutes and 23 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock so far here in counting. Again, here in the first quarter with 5:40 left to go. Texans on top right now, 3-0, but the Bears moving the football. Lewis says, let's go. He says, keep running the ball. Okay. All right, shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Feeds it to the back, and yeah, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. So far, Houston doing a good job against the run. 3rd down coming up. Let's see. Buck says, I can see the Bears winning this one, but you got the Texans. And so, okay. If the Bears can control the time of possession, that's what's going to be huge. Control the time of possession in this one, like they're doing right now in this drive. But now they got a 3rd and 9. Got to make it happen on 3rd and 9. But what you cannot do is take a sack. Snaps the ball. Houston bringing pressure. Caleb looking. Caleb up. They got him. They got him for the sack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He lost a lot of yards on that one. Maybe like 10 yards on the play. Oh man. So let's see. Braden says, by the way, wasn't surprised that the Pats almost beating the Seahawks. And so yeah, we should not have letting them get into field goal range. And when we had a chance to try to get in the field goal range before overtime, we should have did it there. But hey, it could have went either way. Could have went either way. But hopefully next time we get the W. All right, 53-yard field goal coming up. And the kick is good. It is good. Okay, we'll take the 3 points. We'll take the 3 points. And so I want to say I do have the Bears kicker as the only one I've got remaining, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Lewis says they'll break one soon. Okay. Okay. Having faith. Braden says CJ Stroud bounced back last year after looking bad week 1. Well, you know who looked bad week 2 after looking bad in week 1 this week? Bryce Young. Bryce Young, horrible. What he had, like what, 84 yards passing and a pick? That's it. Nothing spectacular at all. Threw the ball 26 times, had like 18 completions. But man, those are some abysmal type of numbers. But again, right now, Chicago trying to join Minnesota in the NFC North at the top and try to tie them at 2-0. And again, Minnesota beat San Francisco earlier today. So now I got to hear Zoe tell me how he told us so. Let's see. Samuel says, wow, cool, nice. Braden says, sacked. Lewis says, well, cheers. Braden says, I thought Bryce Young was going to have a breakout season. So, well, Braden, he's breaking out in all the wrong ways possible. Like it's looking really bad. It's looking really bad. You do want to see improvement from year 1 to year 2. Y'all, I seen somebody on Twitter was talking about DJU, like the DJ and DJU stands for Daniel Jones. Someone said it had to stand for Daniel Jones. And that would explain why DJU plays so terribly down there at Florida State if that DJ stood for Daniel Jones. Like that was hilarious. JB thought that was funny. But again, first quarter with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in this one. Braden says he saw it too. He saw it too. Yes, I was over there like, you know what? That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. Florida State's taking shots left and right now, left and right. All right, so coming back from the commercial here, all tied up 3-3. So both teams have had the football once and they both settled for field goals. Ended up hitting the camera. All right, so here we go. All right, so we will get a return. He's at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Brought down at the 33-yard line, but there is a flag. See what the referees call it here. But yeah, this first quarter is moving, guys. This first quarter is moving. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the first. All tied up, 3-3. Referees discussing what they're going to call here. I should going to call a holding call. That's very inconvenient there. So holding there against Houston, Boyd, number 17 for the Texans on the special teams. So let's see what Houston does to respond. Coming up, RC said Vikings doing good because you slightly abandoned them. So you're the curse. You're basically like the Madden curse, basically. That's what you're telling me. All right, shotgun here for the Texans from their own 23-yard line. Stroud in the pocket, throws over the middle, gets a completion, and a completion to Nico Collins, his guy. 18 yards on the completion, takes to the Houston 41-yard line and a first down in the process here in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go. All tied up 3-3. RC says Fright Young. Oh, man. All right, got the fullback in motion, one back in the backfield. Tosses it to him. Splits the defenders there and picks up about 3 yards there on the play. Again, that's Joe Mixon, his second carry of the game. All right, so 2nd and 7 coming up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. CJ Stroud gets the snap, dropping back, looking, throws it, ball gets deflected in the air. Incomplete. Incomplete. If big number 97 had any kind of awareness of where that ball was at, he probably was in the best position to make a play on the ball. But thankfully for the Texans, that wasn't the case. Because that time pressure was coming there. Try to get it there to Joe Mixon, which would have been a good call if he could have got it to him. But now 3rd and 7 coming up. And again, JB needs a game from Joe Mixon today. Collins goes in motion, shotgun formation here. Gets the snap. Stroud throws it, gets the completion. Collins, he's going to be just shy of the first down marker. It looks like, at least on first glance. Again, we know that yellow line is not official, but it looks like he is just shy of the first down marker. Looks like they're going to measure it. But ultimately, yeah, he should definitely be short, it looks like, based upon the replay and where the chains are. He should definitely be short. All right, so here we go. 4th and 1. Play fake, throws it, gets it completed there to the fullback off the backfield, who's actually a tight end there, Cade Stover. So Cade Stover from the Ohio State University. It's a Buckeye thing, Buckeye to Buckeye. Cade Stover picks up 18 yards there on the play. RC says I'm still riding high from my Irish win. You say we beat them like they stole the rent and a car note and money. Well, that's one beat down there. RC says, Braden, how did Malik chill us, will us? Look, fakes it to the back, gives on the end around there to Tank Dell, and Tank Dell gonna pick up the first down, still chugging along there, and picks up 18 yards there on the carry and takes it to the Chicago 14-yard line. So Houston right now, all smiles. That's all fun and games, but y'all been get this ball to Joe Mixon. But instead they give it to Tank Dell, the guy I'm going against in my fantasy league. Lewis says he needs 7. He needs 7. All right, so here we go. Tight end goes in motion. Stroud up under center. We're already in the red zone. Feeds the ball to Mixon, and Mixon's going to pick up about a yard on the play. There is a flag, however. There is a flag. Samuel says, good, great game. The Bengals versus the Chiefs final score is 26-25, in which Kansas City won that one. JB did watch the final quarter of that one. Let's see. RC said, JB, did you watch Kansas City versus the Bengals? It was a classic. Yes, I did watch it. I saw how Jamar Chase lost his cool and stuff like that and basically cost his team with that personal foul penalty. I saw the pass interference that extended that fourth down play there for Kansas City. And then I saw Kansas City work that clock, get in the field goal range, and make it do what it do. All right, but that is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, it is 3-3. It is 3-3. Samuel says that the Chiefs won and they won at home. RC says, I can't believe that earlier game, though, you said embarrassing, and you may do the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Say it again. The highest paid quarterback in the NFL. But you know what? That's typically how it works. They play till they get the money, and once they get the money, well, buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse, basically. I see that Jacksonville lost again. They lost to the Browns, which was interesting because I had chose Jacksonville to actually win that game, but they found a way to lose. Yep, they found a way to lose. You guys want to know an interesting stat line right now? Well, it's not a stat line, but an interesting, I should say, fact, matter of fact, right now. The AFC South, guys, the AFC South, outside of the Houston Texans, the other 3 teams in the AFC South are all 0-2 right now. That's right. You heard me right. Tennessee, 0-2. Jacksonville, 0-2. Indianapolis, 0-2. The only team with a win in that division right now is the Houston Texans. So if they can find a way to win this one and go 2-0, that's a 2-game advantage over everybody in the division. I mean, this early in the season, I know it's early in the season, but still, that makes you feel a little better right there if you're the Houston Texans. If you can find a way to win this one, that's a 2-game lead over everybody else in the division. That is extremely rare at this point to have that happen. Samuel says you're out right now getting some Mexican food. So, oh man, Samuel's living life. Yesterday, McDonald's. Today, getting Mexican food. Oh man, how do y'all do it? JB's doing it all wrong. Let's see. RC says, I think I'm a real low key, suspicious way the refs gift wrap the win for Pepperwin Patty and the Chiefs. And so you already know RC said JB Chargers went over in a smash. I'm sorry, in a squash match. And so, oh man, yeah. Well, hey, they showed that they're not the team getting squashed. But man, Panthers, oh my goodness. All right, so now to start the second quarter for Houston. 2nd and 24 right now. And they're at the 28-yard line of the Chicago Bears. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the play. They snap the ball. Offensive line gives them time, throws it over the middle. Nico Collins takes it all the way into the end zone. But wait a minute. There is a penalty. So wait a minute. But Houston celebrating. They believe it's going to stand. RC says, Jags got me peeved. You say per usual. Samuel says, free Wi-Fi at the Mexican restaurant he's at. Okay. Brayden says, at center vomit of the field today. You guys center vomited in the middle of the field. And so, oh man. Brayden says, let's go. Okay. So touchdown stands. Referee says touchdown stands. Okay. Okay. Let's get it. SM says, what's good, JB? You say, how's the game going? Well, you came in at the right time, SM. Texans just got the first touchdown of the game, and pending this extra point, it's about to be 10-3 Texans over the Bears. So you came at the right time because the party just getting started here in the second quarter. That only took 5 seconds in the second quarter to get a touchdown for the Houston Texans against CJ Stroud to Nico Collins for a 28-yard touchdown. So far in this one, CJ Stroud, 8 of 10 for 92 yards. Let's go. But yeah, the game's going great. And how are you, SM? And how's everybody's fantasy football team looking so far today? What do you guys need to happen? So Lewis going to be drinking to that. It may not be his team, but he'll still celebrate it. Let's see. I said, JB, now this is going to be funny, hilarious. You said you got a new name for Trevor Lawrence. You said it's Peyton scamming. You know what? I like it. I like it. It fits. So Lewis says, oh, yeah, taking a drink there. Samuel says, you'll out see us later. All right, Samuel. Appreciate you giving us the heads up. Lewis says, let's go, Caleb. Get you 7 more. So now he wants to see the Bears respond. That's what he wants to see. JB wants to see it as well. All right. Yeah, JB wants to see it as well. And so, Kajami, what's good? What's good? He says, go. Kajami says, go Texans. All right, so we got another one here for the Texans. But what's good with you? Appreciate you coming through. All right, no return. All right, so let's see how the Bears respond there. Last time they did move the ball, but settled for 3 points. Let's see, SM says Cardinals cooked your Rams today. You're heated. You say, LOL, like the Panthers out there. And so, oh man, it was bad. It was bad. I ain't gonna lie, SM. It was bad and stuff like that. So but don't worry, it gets better. It gets better. But I talk to me. What happened with the Rams offense in the first half? All right. On the end around, DJ Moore gets back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that. Second down coming up, 2nd and 10 here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Again, Houston Texans scored the last time they were out there, and the score is Texans 10, Bears 3. But each time both teams have had the ball, they've come away with some kind of points. Let's see if the Bears can keep that trend going. From their own 30-yard line. Gets the snap, throws it towards the outside, get the completion. It's about 6 yards there on the play. To Rome. Oh, dude, I didn't even know that he was playing in this one. that Romo Dunze was playing in this one. Okay. Well, that's good there. Picked up 6 yards. 3rd and 4 coming up. SM says that Kyler's balling. Kyler is balling. So, yes, he is. He looks rejuvenated, actually. All right, 3rd and 4. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Tight end goes in motion. Fakes to the back. Caleb looking for real estate here. Not going to find it. Just throws this one out of bounds from the pocket. 4th down coming up. All right, Samuel says we'll be back tonight soon. And so, all right, appreciate that heads up. SM says your fantasy teams cooked too. And so, okay. But right now, JB's fantasy teams may not be the best situation, but we're not quite out of it just yet. Just yet. Absolutely. Fair catch, symbol. All right, so Houston will take over from their own 23-yard line. And last time out there, they did score a touchdown. But now it's the perfect time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. Be sure to press that like button. And if you're someone that's new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is what we do on a regular basis. Again, I'll be back again tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. And that's going to be the Falcons versus the Eagles. And so you guys already know Falcons and Eagles. No AJ Brown. No AJ Brown. So in one of my fantasy leagues, I had to make that adjustment today. It ended up starting Jacoby Myers, in which Jacoby Myers didn't give me too much points. So AJ Brown, wish he was playing. But what can you say, right? What can you say? All right, we're currently here at the commercial. Again, already here in the second quarter. All right, let's see what the comments are saying here. Let's see. RC says Lamar and some Ravens hit you hard in fantasy. He said they lose to the Raiders. Ouch, man. And so every once in a while, I feel like they'll have a letdown game like that. But yeah, that was a surprise there. That was a surprise. But you know what? Bengals are 0-2. The Browns are 1-1. Ravens are 0-2. Pittsburgh, I mean, 2-0. I mean, Justin Fields, does he keep his job? RC says, JB, who is even the Raiders starting quarterback? And so Gardner Minshew, he came. Well, Gardner Minshew started his journey with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it was just one of those stories where it just caught on like wildfire in terms of just a cool story and stuff. But yeah, he's the quarterback for the Raiders. But I know they wasn't able to run the ball that much. But hey, Gardner Minshew, he'll throw the ball. He's got confidence. He actually quarterbacked last year for Indianapolis after Anthony Richardson had got hurt. And so he was the guy that filled in for the Colts last year once Anthony Richardson had got hurt earlier in the season. Almost led him to the playoffs. Almost. All right, so SM to my previous question says no running game, can't run block, and the defense played like garbage. It's fixable, but Cup got hurt again. He got hurt again? Oh, wow. So if he got hurt again, who's getting the targets? Is it that the Marcus Robinson guy or is it the Tyler Johnson guy? What's the depth chart looking like now without your top 2 weapons out there? Man, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. Lewis says you have last night's winnings on this game. Okay, for Caleb. I'm sorry for Caleb win, and so you say double or nothing. So okay, somebody taking a risk then. Okay, well I really need you to win then. All right, here goes the Bears. I'm sorry, here goes the Texans. So Joe Mixon gets back to the line of scrimmage here. No gain. He's got 4 carries for 20 yards so far tonight. Again, here in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Let's see. Braden says the Caleb Williams doing his best Aaron Rodgers impression. RC says, JB, who has the ball right now? Right now, it's the Houston Texans. Houston Texans have the football here. Again, 2nd and 10 right now for CJ Stroud and the Texans from their own 23-yard line. Mixon goes in motion. Now they're going to go 5 wide here. Stroud in the pocket, throws it incomplete. Tried to target Mixon there, but incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. Again, the Texans up 10-3 here in the second quarter with 12 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second quarter. RC says Justin Fields is better than Russell. Well done. RC says who threw an interception? And so, oh man, I'm about to say Stephon Diggs over there yelling already, but he's just firing at the troops. All right, 3rd and 10. This time they're going to put Schultz out there in motion from their own 23 shotgun formation. There's Stroud looking. Stroud throws this one. A beautiful pass near the sideline, and Stephon Diggs makes the reception there. Now let's see what the referees say. Looks like a catch to me. Let's see. RC says who threw an interception? You're talking about this game here? Because so far, no interceptions so far in this one. Braden says Jordan Whittington, Tutu Atwell, and Demarcus Robinson. So, okay. Okay. Braden says nice catch. It was. It was. It was. But there was a challenge there by the Bears. And that's going to take us to the commercial. You guys tell me this. You guys tell me this about the game yesterday between UGA and Kentucky. Obviously, on the poll, UGA, they dropped them to 2. But do you guys feel that it was just a bad game for Georgia, or was it a bad sign for the Georgia Bulldogs? You guys let me know. Was it just a bad game, nothing to worry about, or was it a bad sign? Something just isn't right now. You guys let JB know what you think. Yes, see, Braden says that's the Rams receiving depth chart right now, if you're right. And so that sounds about right. That sounds about right. So I know that means my man Robinson's going to have some opportunities there. That tight end that they got, what's his name? Parkinson's. So I believe he'll get a good amount of targets too. We'll see. RC said, who's number 1 now, JB? Is it Texas? It is Texas. It is Texas. It is Texas. I only remembered the top 3 because as an Ohio State guy, I wanted to see where we were. I'm not surprised they kept us at 3. Not surprised they moved Texas up to number 1 after seeing that Georgia barely beat Kentucky. So, but yeah, it's just one game. It's always just one game. So, in JB's opinion, you don't want to read too much into it. But at the same time, I mean, Kentucky's not a top 10 team. I think we all know that. They're not a top 10 team. All right, let's see. Braden says it's something to worry about. I don't see them beating Texas. So you say it is something indeed to worry about. Okay. Okay. So Braden says even though he once had Rodgers as his quarterback, now it's not the time to relax. Now it's not the time to relax. He said, matter of fact, press that panic button. Press that panic button. Should I panic about my fantasy team as well, Braden? I feel like I probably should. I probably should. All right, so they check it one more time. Clearly a catch. I don't know what took him so long here, but clearly a catch. But they like to be very thorough with this stuff. Brandon says you do think they beat Bama though. You think they do, or you want them to. Meanwhile, CJ Stroud running for his life here, throws it and gets the completion to Nico Collins. That's when the quarterback and the receiver, they just got strong chemistry. But my man was booking it with every ounce of speed he had in his body on that play. And so as we see the replay here, look at the pressure that comes from the outside. Now Mixon, I don't know what he's doing out there. He's trying to play two-hand touch or something out there trying to with that block there. But CJ Stroud had to turn on what limited jets he does have and got that pass to his boy Nico Collins on the money for that one. How about that? Big time players make big time plays. Now they're going to run it. All right, picks up a yard off the right side. Again, Joe Mixon, 5 carries for 21 yards. All right, let's see. 2nd and 9. So shotgun again, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Tank Dell, they feed it to him, cuts up, gets brought down, picks up 3 yards there. RC says Texas ain't been this fire since you were super young, a super young buck. And so, okay, Texas, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. You got to go back to obviously those Vince Young days to be at the peak of the peak for Texas. They've had some years, top 25, but to be number one, oh yeah. RC says Georgia won though. And so they did win. They did win. But if they play like that against a top tier team, they won't be so fortunate. All right, 3rd and 6, throws it. All right, extends for the first, but he'll be short. Because you got to remember, when it comes to college football, they judge you not only by winning, but by how much do you win by. Especially if they feel like it's an opponent that you should handle pretty decently and stuff like that. That stuff does matter in college football. Whereas for the NFL, it's only about winning and all that. It doesn't matter if it's by a lot, by a little. In the NFL, it's only about winning. In college football, yes, winning is important, but how you win is important as well. Just ask last year's Florida State squad going undefeated, but still being left out because it didn't look as impressive as the other teams. Braden says, I'm panicking about my team. He said, we'll be making moves this week. Oh, man, that was JB after last week. JB pressing that panic button. Lewis says, go for it. Absolutely. RC says, what a difference a week makes to JB. And so, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A week makes all the difference because it's all about matchups, man. It's all about matchups. Your strength versus your opponent's strength and stuff like that. It's all about matchups. That's how we can see a team like, for example, Colorado. They beat Colorado State, because Colorado State, their strength is not on their defensive line, which means that Shador can have time to throw the ball to his guys and stuff like that. But as you saw against Nebraska, a team that had an excellent, front four, they can generate pressure on Shador and prevent him from doing what he does great. And so, and you look at all the different colleges, all the different playbooks, the players, the schemes, and all like that, and how many players they have on a team. It's just so many different ways so many different things that go into it. So, any given week, things change week to week. Freshmen start to feel more comfortable, or either a coach starts to let a freshman play more, get more playing time, all that stuff. Let's see. Braden says, RC, I sent you a trade. And so, Braden says he's seen enough. He's seen enough. And again, right now, we're currently here at the commercial. RC says, Braden, I'll look 1 second. Lewis gets it. Too many reviews. Too many reviews. I agree with you. I agree with you. And it's not like this stuff is getting overturned because a lot of this, you should be able to easily see it. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Is it every time Stephon Diggs catch the ball, we're going to review it? Is that what we're doing? Let's see. Braden says, okay, RC. All right, but again, still right now here at the commercial. And so checking the replay still to see as he extended, where does the ball go out of bounds? All right, kick is on the way. All right, field goal is good. So 13-3. Texans on top so far in this one here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 55 seconds to go. How will Caleb Williams and the offense respond? Let's see. RC says okay. He said refs must think they're Roger and Herbert with all these reviews. And let's see, RC says, JB, what you feel is the most surprising upset of today? The most surprising upset of today, and let me just double check one more time to make sure that there was no other bigger surprises than the ones I have in mind here. Let's see. Honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, it's a tie between the Raiders and the Saints, I would say. I'm not too surprised that Green Bay did beat Indianapolis because I felt like they could hang with them even without Love and stuff like that. But I gave the edge obviously to Indianapolis, but Green Bay did win. But I would say it's definitely how the Saints beat the Cowboys, but also the fact that the Raiders did beat the Ravens down there in Baltimore. So those two would be like, I guess, my tie. And if I can only choose one, then yeah, if I can only choose one, then I got to go with that. I should say the Vikings would be like next choice for me. I knew that they were good. It's just I thought the 49ers would find a way to win. But what do you know? All right, so Caleb Williams coming back out here for the Chicago Bears. Try to put something together here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Trailing by 10 points as Houston leads 13-3. But Caleb got to direct this traffic in the right direction. Can he do it on this drive? And you know what? I got to give credit where credit is due. And you may not hear JB give this guy credit again. So after this play, I'll give him some props. Running play up the middle, ran with a fierce run on that one there, picked up about a good, let's see how many yards they credit him with. About a good 5-6 yards there. Second down coming up. 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Shotgun again. Draw play. And despite the blitz, it's able to pick up about 2 yards there. So it's going to make it 3rd and 1. But I mean, I got to give credit where credit is due. So I'm going to give, even though they lost, but because of how they've looked, it was not a bad loss. And I'm talking about the New York Football Giants. Daniel Jones was 16-28 for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, and no interceptions. Only sacked one time. From Daniel Jones? Like what? Devin Singletary, 16 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown? What? I was like, what? So that told me everything I needed to know about the Commanders' defense. They ain't got no defense. They ain't got no defense. But still, I'm giving credit where credit is due right there for the Giants. They played pretty good. Yes, they lost the game, but that's just shout out to the Commanders and my guy Jaden Daniels coming through. because Robinson had 133 yards rushing. I knew he was going to have a game, but he had a game. All right, 4th and inches. Running it. Ooh, is he going to get the first? Ooh, let's see where they mark Herbert here. Ooh, did he get the first down? I believe he might have gotten it due to forward progress at some point, but that was close. That was close. Lewis said, all that for a field goal? He's like, for a field goal? Really, guys? RC says, no love for the Cardinals, JB. And so I mentioned the Cardinals before and stuff like that, but like in terms of the most surprising and stuff like that, I mean, Cardinals did outstanding. They did outstanding. I just wish that Kyler Murray did that for me last year when he came back and he was on my fantasy team and I needed that, but they did great. Marvin Harrison Jr., superb. James Conner, excellent. They're the reason I have a chance right now in my fantasy league and the other one that I'm in to possibly win because they gave me a chance. But I'm going to need Joe Mixon to have one of his multiple touchdown games if I'm going to have a chance to really pull this upset off. All right, 2nd and 4. Let's see. RC says, can't he do it? Nope. Play fake. It's a screen. Oh, it's incomplete. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. RC says, this is horrifying, y'all. You say, never mind, Herbert got the thing. Not as horrifying. Again, 2nd quarter, 6 minutes and 58 seconds to go. And the Bears are trailing right now 13-3 to the Houston Texans. Can they get this 3rd and 4? You don't want to end up having to punt the ball again. You don't want to put that on your defense right now. You want to try to get some points. I was about to say, y'all letting this man snap the ball and that clock already been on 0 for like 5 seconds. I'm looking at the coach like, why don't you call the timeout? Oh, timeout was called. Okay. I was like, why don't you call a timeout? But he did call a second timeout. He's not too happy about that. RC says Bears offensive line is about as strong as cotton candy. Oh man, love those videos where they give the raccoon the cotton candy and the raccoon tries to wash it and then it just disappears and the cocoon's just like the raccoon's just like, what? What happened? Oh man. I was about to say Kevin Warren, he looks like a big bear. All right, from their own 45-yard line. 4 receivers on the play. Shotgun formation. Got to get a first down. Keep this drive going. Do not want to turn this one over if you're the Bears. But the Texans, they could be bringing pressure here. They snap the ball. Bears, they're going to stop the play already. We just called a timeout, man. You just called a timeout already. What is going on? All of this stuff. What's going on? False start. What are we doing? Come on, Nate Dogg. What are we doing? Nate Davis? Look at you. Look at you. Or is it right? Okay, so it's right then. Look at you. RC says they got way too many flags, JB. You said you said, dang man, way too many flags, really. I mean, you just came out of a timeout. The coach literally just told you what it's gonna be. 5 seconds on the play clock. They got to snap the ball, but Houston's bringing pressure. Caleb, feeling the rush. Caleb, making guys miss. He looked like he's playing hopscotch out there, guys. This is bad. This is bad. And so Caleb is just taking a beating out there. Houston's just coming after him. I mean, right side, left side, blind side, all the sides got attacked on that one, and they all failed miserably. I mean, look at him. He's over there hopping and just dodging and just There's not a single lineman that held his block on that play. In fact, this lineman pushed him in the back on that one. Bears are going to punt the ball. All right, punts on the way. Let's go. He says, JB, they was on Caleb like free $100 bills dropping from the sky. Well, that would explain the intensity, the efforts. But right now, Lewis is like, oh, geez. He's like, no. He's like, it can't be so. It can't be so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Cheesehead. Yo, what's good with you? I already know that you're happy that your Packers came through there for the victory, despite the fact that both of your teams are without their starting quarterback, at least one of them. You know, I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, how about that? How about that? Malik Willis, was you impressed with him? Was you impressed with him? I know Josh Jacobs went to work back there. I mean, he did a workload back there. I should have took the over on his rushing attempts. I knew he was going to run it a lot, but he ran it a lot. So talk to me. How you feeling about them Packers? Let's see. Lewis says defense gonna have to come up with the points again. And so well, they better get to work. They better get to work. Archie said, Lewis, JB, did they really fix this O line or not? They took one broken part and replaced it with another one, it looks like. RC said, wait a minute, huh? RC's in a daze right now. He can't believe it. And so RC says Pizza Hut is selling French fries now too. And so you didn't know that, RC? Yeah, JB could have told you that. I've known that for a good minute. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Cheese says for the update me about his fantasy team. She says he's winning by 3 in fantasy. Your opponent has Collins and you have the Houston kicker. It's going to be close. So, oh man. Oh man. That's a tough one there, but I understand what you mean. I got Joe Mixon and my opponent has Tank Dell, but I need for Mixon to score at least 8 more points than whatever Tank Dell gets if I'm going to win that matchup. So an uphill battle there. All right, so Texans with the football. Stroud up under center. Gives it to Mixon, and Mixon tripped up. He's going to lose some yards here. That is not what JB needs to happen here, but he's going to lose 2 yards on a carry. Lewis says Bears always go for the junkyard for replacement pieces. I believe it. Cheese said you couldn't watch because you was at the game and you don't have it this week on your TV anyways. But you said but I was paying attention to my phone in Green Bay game more than the game that you was at. And so okay. Well they made you proud still. They made you proud. All right, Tank Dell goes in motion. Stroud looking. Stroud throws it. Joe Mixon, can he make it do what it do? Picks up about 8 yards there on the reception there. Again, it was a design screen there for Mixon. 5:05 to go here in the second quarter. Again, Houston on top 13-3. Third down coming up. All right, so 3rd and 4. 3 receivers bottom of the screen here, tight end top of formation. 5 seconds on the play clock. Got to snap the ball from their own 19-yard line. Gets it. Stroud gets sacked on the play, so the Bears get him for the sack. Big time sack on the play. Cheesehead said, in another league, you're winning by 3. I'm sorry, winning by around 30. Winning by around 30. Look at that. You said your opponent has Hurts, but you have Goddard and Elliott left, so you should be fine. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Unless Jalen Hurts decided he's just gonna run it and then they end up going for 2 on every play. Other than that, you should be good. You should be good. Especially up by 30 already. Oh yeah, you got it. Pop the champagne already. Punts on the way. I see the punter hit the floor. And so speaking of fantasy football, JJ, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you? My guy JJ, how bad are you beating your opponents this week in fantasy? But yeah, JV is good. All right, let's see. JJ says good. Lewis says you need a touchdown before halftime. And so, oh yeah. Let's see if your Bears can get you that with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in a second. Play fake. Caleb throws it short. It is caught by the back, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. So now we got 3rd down coming up. I'm sorry, 2nd down coming up. All right, JJ says that he is destroying them by 20. No mercy. Cheesehead said, I'm only in the game on the close one because they didn't move AJ Brown out of the lineup there. So I was hoping that one of my opponents would have made the same mistake, but I wasn't that fortunate. But that time, Swift on the carry, no yards on the play. So now we got 3rd down here again, 2nd quarter with about 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Houston already on top, 13-3. And if you're the Bears, you certainly don't want to get the ball back to the Houston Texans and give them any more opportunities to get any more points. I'm sorry, if you're the Houston Texans here, you got to come up and make a play. Again, if you're the Bears, got to get this first. Got to get this first. Because you certainly know that Houston's certainly capable of putting up some points. Now they snap the ball, throws it, gets the completion to Carter. And Carter gets I'm sorry, that's Moore right there. Moore gets the first down. DJ Moore. Again, going to work there off the right side, went in, went back out. All right, so 1st and 10. But we're going to hit the 2-minute mark. So at the 2-minute mark again, Houston up 13-3, but the Bears with the football at the Texans 26-yard line. So as long as they come away with some points, it'll make it a 1-possession game. And that's extremely important. Let's see, JJ says you need Diggs to score. Okay. Cheese has said, I almost told them before the game started, but then I was like, nah. He said, nah, I'm not that nice now. He's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. You should have paid attention like the rest of us. RC said, JB, what do you do if you have a player that's out? What do? You get no points. And so if he's in your starting lineup, then yeah, you'll get no points if he's out and he's in your starting lineup and stuff like that. But if he's on your bench and stuff like that, which he should be if he's out, then no, it won't hurt you. It won't hurt you at all. Now, in my league, if a player is out, you can put him in the IR slot and stuff like that, which frees up a roster spot that you can pick up somebody else. But in a lot of leagues, they don't do that. But I do it. All right, but again, still here at the commercial because we're at the 2-minute mark. Bears with the football at the Texans 26-yard line. And when we come back, they'll be facing 1st and 10. So can Caleb Williams and the offense find a way to score? Cheesehead said that he made a trade earlier this week receiving DK Metcalf and giving up Pitts. So that went well for you this week. And so hang it. Where do you find people that press the accept and stuff like that? I mean, I assume you're talking about Kyle Pitts and not Michael Pitt, but either way, regardless of the Pitts, I mean, that's a great one. That's a great one. Cheese says, hey, your tight end now is Goddard, so you guess that's decent. That is decent, but this week particularly, it may end up being a good one if of course you're playing them this week. Because without AJ Brown being there, and obviously the defense is going to be focused on making sure they know where Devontae Smith is at. So absolutely having a guy like Goddard out there, that's big time. This may be one of the better weeks to have him out there if you have to have a tight end. Matter of fact, I didn't even check my other league on the ESPN one to see just how bad things are looking. Okay, well, I am still projected to win despite the fact no AJ Brown this week. So, oh man, Saints tight end got me absolutely nothing. Jerron Johnson. All right, quick pass there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. That was Everett with the reception there. So we got second down coming up again, second quarter with a minute and 45 seconds to go. Houston Texans right now up 13-3 against the Bears, and the Bears got to find a way to get some points here. Got to find a way to get some points. That's just going to mean so much for your team. You certainly can't come away empty-handed right now, and you don't want to leave too much time on that clock. So let's see. Dr. Barry says that Malik Willis is the same exact quarterback as Lamar Jackson, but with less turnovers. With less turnovers. All right, dropping back the pass, throws it, gets the completion there short. But what's good with you, Dr. Barry? How are you? All right, timeout called. And that time he threw it short there to Herbert. And timeout was called immediately. So 3rd and 9 coming up from the Houston 25-yard line. Cheesehead said, you got Pittman, you got Debo, Allen, Metcalf. Now you'll see you saw how tomorrow goes for Goddard, but you might trade for one of those receivers for a tight end. Which tight end would you target? I say see how he does at tight end for you tomorrow before you make that decision. I recommend see how he does tomorrow. All right, 3rd and 9. And movement. Movement on the line. That's going to back them up there. That's a penalty going to back them up. Let's see. RC says, JB, I'm looking all over for Braden's trade request, but you don't see it. And so, hold on. I'll see if I can talk you through it. So, all right. So, you know where you go to where it has like team matchup, players, league, and stuff like that. If you go to teams and then it should be under teams like where they have the star active players, alerts, player updates. I believe that's where you'll see a pending notification. Meanwhile, pass incomplete, but a penalty. A penalty. Ooh, this penalty right here is a big one. It's a big one. You put the Bears in great field position. That'll advance them to about the Houston 6-yard line. Chief said, not really sure. He said, just keep the ball in Chicago hands, please. Let's see. Laney says, got to charge your phone and you'll be back in a bit. Appreciate the heads up, Laney. Absolutely understand that. Absolutely. JB's got to keep his phone in the charger as well. Black Medicine in the building. What's good with you? And you say, Caleb, gonna have to sling it to win tonight. And so they're gonna have to. But now they got a first and goal right now at the 6-yard line. Shotgun formation here for the Chicago Bears. 3 receivers on this play, 1 tight end, 1 back. 5 seconds on the play clock. Receiver goes in motion. Snaps it. And they're going to stop the play because another false start here from the offense, man. Like, how many false starts does it take before it actually sits in with these guys? If you have to do it, just put how many hold it on your fingers to remind you to snap count. Use your fingers, something. At this point, JB doesn't care. Do whatever it takes, but we got to stop this, man. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Cheese has said you chose to start Elliott over Swift in this game. Meanwhile, Caleb still running, takes on the contact. He's about 2 yards shy of getting to that end zone. 53 seconds to go here in the second. And of course, if you're the Bears, you want to take off as much time as you can to prevent Houston from getting any chance to add some more points before the half if you're the Chicago Bears. Throws it, tried to get him that touchdown. They want to give him that touchdown pass there. Didn't happen on that one. Let's see. Black Medicine says sloppy line. Lewis says, come on. Braden says RC rejected the trade. It was that bad, huh? It was that bad. All right, so 3rd and goal coming up. Again, 35 seconds left to go here in the quarter. This is huge right here. Got to find a way to get a touchdown. Receiver goes in motion. They're going to hand to the back, and the back's going to follow his blocker and get to the end zone for a touchdown. So that is touchdown Chicago. And Khalil Herbert gets the touchdown. So, oh, man. I tell you what, Cheesehead, you may have made the right decision because it looks like Herbert's getting the important carries near the goal line. All right, let's see. Cheesehead said you have Chase, Cup, and Kelsey in the league. That the game is close, but man, none of them did any good. Kelsey had like what, like maybe less than 2 points today. All right, so getting ready for the field goal attempt here. And it is good. It is good. All right, 13-10. 13-10. So just like that, Chicago gets a touchdown. Lewis is happy about that. So RC says, JB, the audacity. You said Braden tried to give me a mid player and 2 bums for David Montgomery. You said rejected with an extra stamp. Dang, Braden, you trying to make trades like that? You trying to make trades like that, bro? Oh, man. But again, the score right now, Houston 13, Bears 10. There is still 32 seconds, and Houston has 1 timeout. We know that they can move the ball through the air, so we'll see if they try to get into field goal range, and if they can, at least get in field goal range before halftime. RC said, Braden, those bums, no good. Black says touchdown. Lewis says, yes, sir, touchdown. He's going to be taking some shots for that one. He said 3 shots per touchdown. Let's see. RC says, JB, I love to say no. That's all I ever hear when I try to sweet talk the ladies, anyways. You say no, 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 and no. Oh, man. That sounds brutal. Braden's like, RC, you missed out. He's like, you missed out. All right. And again, we're still at the commercial here, so not missing anything right now. But yeah, that is one thing that I have certainly learn. I wish that all these apps had a button to where if you don't want to be contacted for a trade because the trades have just been so bad, you can just mute it and not get any notifications for it. Because like some of these trades are bad. I never see a trade where I'm like, okay, that's really good, unless I'm the one to initiate it, of course. All right, let's see. RC says, Braden, I'm playing around, but I can't take three players back anyways without cutting someone. That is a fact. That is a fact. Lewis says, Braden offering that cheap Milwaukee beer for expensive seafood. Braden caught with his hand in the cookie jars. Again, 32 seconds left to go here before halftime. The Bears are about to kick it off after scoring a touchdown on that drive. And again, they got the big pass interference call to set them up there in that red zone, but they took advantage and was able to run it in. So kickoff on the way. All right, Houston not going to return it. So let's see what Houston can do here. There is a flag out there. So what's going on with the penalty? Another flag. RC said, nah, Braden offered up spam and eggs for lobster and porterhouse steak. Man, y'all got Braden sounding very sketchy, man. So that was an illegal formation call. All right, Texans from their own 35 thanks to that penalty there. Shotgun formation, Stroud looking. Stroud throws it short. It's completed. And still on his feet there, goes out at about the 49-yard line. 20 seconds left. Again, they've got only one timeout. Got to hurry up. Probably would have called it there, but got to hurry up. As the Chiefs had said, you might be replacing Purdy with Baker soon if he don't fix himself. I mean, depending on the matchup, if you know it's a matchup that Baker can take advantage of, for sure. Absolutely. Matter of fact, Baker did beat the Lions, in which I did project that Tampa Bay was going to beat the Lions. One of the few picks I was correct on today. Last week, I think Caleb threw for like 93 yards passing. Already here in the first half, he's thrown for 91. RC says Malik Willis is a free agent in fantasy football right now for good reason. Throws it. Ooh, near the sideline. That would have been a tough catch there. Second down coming up. 17 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, Houston with no timeouts. All right, let's see. RC says, if someone want to offer me Marvin Harrison Jr. in a trade, you say, I'll be waiting for you at the door. Well, you'll just be waiting. Meanwhile, what a completion there to Nico Collins. What an excellent catch. What a catch. That was a big time play. I mean, look at it on the sideline. It's first of all, you bring it back to yourself there. Okay, show me another replay here to show me where he gets that second foot down. All right, gets possession. Ooh, might want to look at this one. As much as I despise how long they're taking for these replays, but because he bobbled it in his hand before he secured it. But they called it a first. If I'm Houston, I'm trying to snap it immediately. The play's under review. We can't even get to halftime. There's already another review. Raiden says, what a catch. Cheese says that Green Bay won, but they ran it 55 times. You think Willis went like 14 to 17 times? So he ran it like 14 to 17? Oh, man. RC said that catch was sparkling goody. We'll see what they say. So let's see. By the time he get, I mean, it could still be a catch, though. It could be. I'll just have to wait to see what they say, to be honest. Oh, he passed 14 to 17. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, okay. Okay. Malik Willis out here dishing it like a point guard, distributing that football. It's a high completion percentage. Again, there is still 9 seconds remaining. All right, so the play stood. 1st and 10. Got to get into field goal range here. They got no timeouts to work with. Snaps the ball. Throws this one away, but there was a flag. There was a flag for a false start against Laramie Tunsil. So that's going to back him up 5 yards there. Let's see, RC says Lamar better straighten himself out before you put a for sale sign on his back. He said, this Lamar Jackson. I expect Mo. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. I need it more because now that Tyreek ain't out here Tyreeking no more, I'm going to need him to step it up and bring his A game every week. Again, Texans up 13 to 10. There's still 9 seconds here before we reach halftime. Bears called their final timeout. Neither team can stop the clock. Let's see. Jesus said he did pretty well improvising. I think he has more scrambling ability than Love. And so, oh, for sure. RC said, JB, my problem is you said I'm not taking fantasy football as seriously as I need to. I mean, it might be good for your nerves, just not good for your, record, but for your nerves, yeah. Cheese said he went 12 of 14 for 122 yards there. Solid performance for him. All right, they're going to kick the field goal here. So a 59-yard field goal attempt for Houston. Kick is on the way, and the kick it is good. It is good. So Texans lead this one 16 to 10. They leave 1 second on the clock. They normally run that 1 second off, but they leave 1 second on the clock. I'll tell you what, though, that first quarter went by fast. That second quarter feels like it went by extremely slow. RC said, JB, what you got planned for halftime? Halftime's a good time to really dive into some of the earlier games and just, go through that. So that's a good time to review that. And so Lewis says, look at that field goal. He says, yummy. RC says, the fam got a RoboCop leg. Say it ain't so. Lewis says, P break. That's what halftimes are for. All right, so at 1 second left, I was about to say, it's not possible to do script kicks in this current thing. That brings them down at the 25 there, and that's going to take us to halftime there. That was good old Carter on the return. The Bears will get the football first in the second half, and the score right now, Texans 16, Bears 10. And so, Mike, just in time here for halftime. What's good with you, Mike? And Mike says, huge thumbs up. Yes, what's good with you, Mike? Appreciate the thumbs up. And again, here at halftime, we got the Texans leading this one 16-10 over the Chicago Bears here. And we'll see what the second half has in store for us later. All right, let's see. RC said, what's Caleb's stats right now? Yeah, right now, Caleb Williams is 12 of 15 for 91 yards passing. And he's also got 2 carries for 9 yards in this one. So he's combined for a total of 100 yards in the first half. Caleb Williams. So that is, and so, yep. But yeah, so JB will step away for 1 second. JB will be back though, so don't go anywhere. JB will be back, but JB's going to step away for 1 second here. All right, JB is back. Let's see. Black Medicine. Essence says, how is Caleb playing, JB? I mean, he's playing better than obviously the first week there. Obviously, still running for his life back there, so there's only so much that he can do. But I'll just say better than last week, but still not obviously where I'm pretty sure he'd like to be. I mean, he is 12 of 15, but 91 yards passing there. It's better than last week where he only had like 93 total. So better, but still got a good bit to improve. Still got a good bit to improve, but doing enough to keep his team in it. So that's the important part there. Doing enough to keep his team in it. Essence said, wait, where JB go? Mike said it gets the best of us. Oh man, this is not the way the conversation's supposed to go. RC says, wait until Braden sees your trade request. And so, uh-oh. Black says, JB, you might have to hold off on the Popeyes, bruh. RC said, JB had the spiciest wings. Y'all are a trip. Yeah, y'all are a trip. RC says, in the aftermath was diabolical. JB's bathroom facilities. Oh, man. Oh, man. But let's take a look real quick at some of the games that took place earlier today. So give JB a second to get the tablet set up. The tablet only likes to work for like 10 minutes before it stops. All right, let's see. Gotta love it when you get those surprise charges that you were not expecting. All right, let's see. Well, I'll check this out later. Let's see. Mike says we were rooting Patriots so close and so close, yet so far away. Mike went to overtime, and I knew if it went to overtime, it would not favor us. But I was hopeful that we could have found a way to get into field goal range before the end of regulation and win it there, or either just stop them in general from getting a field goal to tie it up. But it was a hard fought game. It was. Now, what the secondary was trying to do against Metcalf on that one play where he broke free, I don't know what was happening with that. Let's see. RC says, JB, do you like hot foods? You said I seen a family member yesterday load their taco plate up with literally about 28 jalapeno peppers. And so JB is not a spicy food kind of guy. Not a spicy food kind of guy. So absolutely. I'm definitely on the mild side. And so like the surprise charges. And so oh man. Not those type of charges. All right, now let's see. So the recap basically the week in which obviously Thursday night football, Buffalo beat Miami 31 to 10. Tua left the game concussed. And again, Tua said he's not going to retire. So all that talk about retirements for nothing. Said he's not going to retire. But Buffalo did win that one 31 to 10. Tua threw like two interceptions in that one. Tyreek was held to what was Tyreek held to? Uh, Tyreek was held to, and again, my time is taking forever. Only 24 yards, so three catches and 24 yards. Tyreek was held to. Jalen Waddle had four catches for 41 yards. Neither one of them got in the end zone. But of course, Devon Achon, he had seven. I'm sorry, he had 22 carries, 96 yards. He also had seven catches for 69 yards and a receiving touchdown. So I don't even know what his fantasy points was, but I know it was up there. I know it was up there. Skylar Thompson was 8 of 14 for 80 yards. Josh Allen was 13 of 19 for 139 yards and a touchdown. RC says, JB, I'm literally about to switch teams and start covering the Chiefs. Thinking about it, and so what's intrigued you with the Chiefs? Is it just their legacy, or is it Pat Mahomes? Perhaps the connection to Taylor Swift? What's inspiring the interest in Kansas City? Let JB know your thought process with that. Ooh, I just saw something there. Let's see. RC says that Tua will retire when his brain becomes a can of corned beef on tuna, unfortunately. Oh man, the imagery there. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right. Meanwhile, all right. So that was obviously the Thursday game. And then looking at the Ravens and the Raiders, in which the Raiders won on the road to get their first win of the season, 26-23. And Gardner Minshew was 30 of 38 for 276 yards passing, one touchdown, one interception. So he did it through the air. Devontae Adams had 9 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. Brock Bowers had 9 catches for 98 yards. And that was so those two were the top two targets there. Zamir Smith, he was held to 9 carries for 24 yards, and Alexander Madison had 4 carries, 1 yard, but luckily a touchdown for him as well. So back to back weeks, he gets a touchdown. As for Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, 21 of 34 for 247 yards passing, one touchdown, one interception. Derrick Henry was the leading rusher. He had 18 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson had 5 carries for 45 yards, and Justice Hill had 4 carries for 22 yards. Receiving wise, Zay Flowers, he had 7 receptions for 91 yards and a touchdown. And Mark Andrews had 4 catches for 51 yards in that one. Let's see, Black says, it's Tay Tay Swift. He's too much of a fan to fight it off anymore. Let's see. RC says no, because they show more Chiefs games than anybody with the exception of the Bears, and the Bears do absolutely nothing for you. You say not really. There's many reasons to cheer for Kansas City. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. They do show Kansas City a lot. They do show them a lot. All right. So next up would be the Browns versus the Jaguars. And so, looking at the quarterback play, we'll start with Houston because Cleveland did win that one 18-13 over Jacksonville. So Jacksonville's 0-2. But Trevor Lawrence was 14 of 30 for 220 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He was sacked 4 times. Travis Etienne, he had 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence also had 2 carries for 45 yards. That's right, 45 yards. He had a 33-yard run, but it wasn't enough. Dearness Johnson had 5 carries, 26 yards. Receiving wise, though, Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie, had 2 catches for 94 yards, including a 66-yard catch. And as for Cleveland, Deshaun Watson, 22 of 34, 186 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked twice. He did run it 5 times for 20 yards and a rushing touchdown. I see that Jameis Winston also had 2 carries for 4 yards. Let's see. Deontay Foreman ran it 14 times for 42 yards. James Ford ran it 7 times for 64 yards. I never understand why they don't use that man more than they do. It's like they always try to handcuff him and not utilize him as much as possible. But, anyways, Jerry Judy was the leading receiver for Cleveland. He had 5 catches for 73 yards today. Amari Cooper only had 3 catches for 11 yards. RC said that too, Black Medicine. That's exactly what it is. You said me and Taylor Swift, art bedroom curtains, and my Taylor Swift dinner plate too. Oh man, you're all the way out there. Okay, okay, I hear you. Black says you're the opposite. You're sick of Kansas City. All right, so here we go. To start the second half, shotgun here. Caleb Williams throws it, gets it completed there to the tight end, Cole Kmet, and he picks up 3 yards there. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Chicago Bears offensively. So the second half here is officially on the way. RC says, JB, just like you, I'm not shutting out all that money for League Pass. He says he's just not doing it. And so absolutely, absolutely. Kenneth says, don't forget to set up the stream for tomorrow night. And so do I not have that one already set up? I should have tomorrow's stream set up, and it should be the last one that's already set up. I do got to set up the rest of them, in which after Monday, the next stream for JB is going to be on Thursday. It's going to be on Thursday. So I'll have both Tuesday and Wednesday off, which means the Wednesday stream is going to be moved back to Friday, at least for this week and stuff like that. So yeah, so after Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football will be the next live stream, and then Friday will be when me, Endizo, and Old Man do our next video. RC said NFL money ticket. All right, 3rd and 3. Williams feeling the pressure, throws one deep, incomplete. Incomplete. Was trying to find Carter, but instead he finds 4th down coming up. And Carter tells the referee he can't guard him. All right, so this brings out the punt unit here for Chicago. Punts on the way. And gets it from the 10-yard line. Gets tripped up, actually. All right, so let's see what Houston looks like here for the first time in the second half here once we come back from the commercial. All right, and again, right now, currently here at the commercial here, looking to see what Houston's going to do with the football here for the first time in the second half when we come back. All right, so just awaiting to get back from the commercial here. Well, let's see. Next team up is the Jets versus the Titans. Let's see. Braden says rejected that trade from RC. Braden's a little annoyed by it there. All right, let JB see something real quick. All right, let's see. Samuel says he's back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Braden says, "Oh, I saw it, RC." All right, let's see how this plays out. All right, tosses it here to Mixon off the left side, and Mixon's going to pick up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Houston 11-yard line. Again, Houston up 16-10 here in the third quarter of play. Is that the referee down? All right, so here we go, 2nd and 8. But again, just looking at this replay here, because it looks like, let's see what happened exactly here on the sideline. Wait a minute, what happened to the chain gang guy over there? It seems like he just like fell on that. So I wonder what happened. Let's see, Samuel says, "Hey y'all, see, look at the YouTube channel Hoodie Jube. You say like, stream now." Let's see, Lewis says, "I'm back, went to the Black J table, almost forgot about the game." And so oh man, my man Lewis, he's committed. He's committed. Braden said that didn't look good. And so yeah, not at all. All right, she said, "JB, it's like, where do I factor into y'all trade wars?" I tell you what. There are certain people that if I want to make a trade, I go ahead, I know who to reach out to for a serious trade conversation. There are others that no matter what deal it is, they're just going to send something foolish. So I don't even bother sending them trade requests anymore. So you got to identify who those people are. But man, hopefully that guy's okay. Matter of fact, let me see something. Okay. All right. But again, still here at the commercial. And since we're at the commercial here, we'll review the Jets and Titans game from earlier, in which Will Levis was 19 of 28 for 192 yards passing. Again, one touchdown, one interception, 4 sacks. Tony Pollard had 17 carries for 62 yards, while Tajay Spears had 6 carries for 20 yards in that one. So it seems like Tony Pollard definitely is getting majority of the workload, the backfield for the Tennessee Titans. Calvin Ridley had 4 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard had 5 receptions for 40 yards also. Tyler Boyd, 2 catches, 26 yards. Hopkins had 1 catch for 9 yards. Meanwhile, for the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, 18 of 30. He had 176 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Brees Hall had 14 carries for 62 yards. Braylon Allen, the rookie running back from Wisconsin, he had 7 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Garrett Wilson, 4 catches, 57 yards. Brees Hall, 7 receptions, 52 yards. Both of those guys, sorry, Brees Hall and Braylon Allen both had receiving touchdowns. So Braylon Allen had 2 combined touchdowns a day for the Jets. So they're starting to implement him a little bit more into the offense. All right, but definitely hope that he's okay. All right, we're still in the third quarter with 13 minutes and 13 seconds here. So it's to be 2nd and 9 coming up. All right, so yeah, hoping that he's okay. All right, let's see. Black says who the heck passed out. And so that was a guy on the chain gang because on that last play that took place where Joe Mixon was ushered out of bounds, they show on the other side the guy who was holding the first down chain marker, he just like fell. He fell, passed out, and so yeah, but that's actually the chain guy. And he was like way away from the play. That's what really got me at first. I was like way away from the play. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 9. Texans with the football. Stroud throws it, gets the completion, takes it all the way to the 28-yard line. And again, it is Nico Collins with the reception. Big time first down here for the Texans. Lewis is like injury timeout for the chain guy. And so yeah, for the chain guy. Fakes it, throws it, gets the completion, and he's gonna lose some yards here. He's gonna lose some yards there. Again, that was Tank Dell there with the catch, some negative yards. Stroud throws it, gets the completion there to Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon's going to pick up about 7 yards there. Come on, Joe, don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. You good? You good? He good. Ain't no need for everybody to get around him. He good. He good. He good. Lewis says, "Uh-oh, Mixon is down." Y'all got to stop with the whole drop hit tackling stuff. Now, y'all can't be hurting my fantasy running backs like that now. Gonna bring Mixon into the tent. All right, shotgun here for the Texans. Stroud avoids the rush, throws this one incomplete. That would have destroyed my fantasy team if that actually connected there to Tank Dell. All right, punts on the way. Like says, would have been an athletic catch. It would have been. All right, so now that the punt's out the way here, let's see. Samuel says, "Hey JB, he says, am I on tomorrow night football for Monday? Yeah, the next one is Monday night football. And so if you ever want to know for the NFL if JB's doing it, if it's a primetime matchup is in the night game, then JB does it. So yes, Monday night football, the Falcons versus the Eagles at like 8:20 or 8:15 Eastern time. That is the next one for JB. So Monday, again tomorrow, Falcons versus the Eagles at 8:20 Eastern time is the next live stream for JB. We're going to see the battle of the two birds in the Falcons and the Eagles. Let's see. RC said, JB, I almost changed my entire name, bro. And so, really? You said earlier today? All right. So, Caleb Williams is team down by 6 points. So, obviously in it. Give it to Swift. Oh, he's going to lose at least 3 yards on the play, at least. Let's see. Samuel says 7:15 Eastern time. Black says, can we skip that game tomorrow? Absolutely not. We got to give your boy Kirk Cousins some love. Oh man, Mixon heading to the locker room. Well, it wasn't meant for JB to win this week. Just get well for JB next week. That's all JB can say. All right, 3rd and 14. Texans bringing pressure. Caleb feeling the pressure. Oh, I don't know how he dodged that defender. I don't know how he did it. And look at Caleb run, goes out of bounds, gets a little friendly, not friendly shove. 4th down coming up. And yeah, Anderson wanted to hit him. He wanted to, but he ducked him. He ducked him. Let's see. RC said, JB, what time on the game clock do I have? I got 9 minutes and 35 seconds right now on the game clock here in the 3rd quarter. And so Houston on the return is already a penalty. He's still on his feet. Takes it to about the 49-yard line, but there is a flag, as well as a player down right now for the Chicago Bears. I feel like every other play, we're getting a big stoppage of play. Lewis says Mixon's gone. Sam says tomorrow night, start time. 7:15 Eastern. And so, okay, got them Eagles. Okay. Absolutely. All right. So Texans coming back out here. No Joe Mixon. Stroud dropping back on the move, throws it. Incomplete. All right. Who do I got in that one? I got the Eagles winning that one. I got the Eagles winning that one. I mean, doesn't too much matter to me either way who wins. I would like to see a good game. And if Atlanta wins, I would not be mad at that. But I think the Eagles will win. So for that reason, I got them winning. Although doesn't matter to JB either way. Stroud throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete to Stephon Diggs area. Now we got a third down coming up, 3rd and 10. Again, third quarter with about 9 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Let's see. Samuel says tomorrow night, good, great game. And so, yes, it should be a very good game. Again, the Eagles don't have AJ Brown, but it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. We'll see if Saquon Barkley can do like he did the first week or not. And we got movement there on the Houston offense line. Another penalty here. Back them up 5 yards. All right, Stroud dropping back on 3rd and 15. Throws it incomplete again in the direction of Diggs there, but incomplete. So 4th down coming up. They will have to punt the ball, and the Bears defense seems to have settled down a bit here in this one. So that's going to bring out the punt unit. Let's see. Black says pass complete to the turf monster. All right, no return there. I do see a penalty out there. So I do see a penalty out there. All right, let's see. All right, so back at the commercial here. And again, yes, tomorrow streaming the Falcons and the Eagles for a little Monday night football game. They really went extreme with that whole Aaron Hernandez stuff. Really went extreme with that. All right, but again, still right now, just awaiting to return back to the game. And there's just been a lot of like stoppage of play in this one, from penalties to reviews to just some of everything. There's been a lot of stoppage of play. But yeah, I mean, that pressure, they got to give Caleb Williams more time. Got to give him more time so he can get comfortable. You say you were about to mention that commercial as well. And so, I mean, man, the length and the details they went into for that. I'm like, how can y'all feel comfortable doing this, man? Like, this is, man, of all stories to tell. And then we get a flag. We get a flag. Delay of the game. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is just. Let's see. Brandon said they made a doc about him a couple years ago, and so I remember that they were doing that, but I have not watched it. Don't intend on watching it. Got no interest in watching it whatsoever. Like, why are we making this man out to be some kind of iconic legend when the whole story is just straight up tragic? Just straight up tragic. So JB will not be watching that. All right, but all right, here we go. Chicago with the football. Caleb Williams, again, his team trailing 16-10 right now in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Williams running, just throws this one up there, and it's going to be an interception. It's going to be an interception. Now, there is a flag out there. Braden says, what a pick. He says, understandable. Now he's saying no. He's saying no. It must be some type of penalty or something. So Braden is not happy about about that penalty there, but okay. Quick pass, caught there, and DJ on the move. And DJ Moore picks up 10 yards, takes it to midfield. All right, let's see. So for midfields, already movement again, man. What are we doing? Let's see. Brandon says, JB, you're sounding tired. And so, I mean, because every time that we have a play, it's a penalty, it's a stoppage of play, it's a delay. We're at another commercial. This game is just dragging on. Like, bro, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Do we want to play at this point? It's just a lot of stoppage, Braden. That's just ah. Black says, should the Ravens press the panic button after a 0-2 start? They shouldn't. They should not. They should not. Oh man, Caleb got nailed. Caleb got nailed on that sideline. And this is gonna cause yet another stoppage of play. Don't stop the clock. If they don't want to break it up, you go ahead and you draw that penalty for the lay of the game, man. This is just too much stoppage here. Everywhere we turn around, something's happening to stop the play. This is just, but nah, don't press the panic button. Don't press the panic button. They're 0-2, but so is the Bengals. At some point, we know the Browns will start losing and all like that. So, absolutely. I wouldn't press it yet. Not for them. Not for them. Samuel says, coming YouTube channel, Hoodie Job or Jube, hit Hoodie Jube. Lewis says, geesh, this game. So, Lewis gets it. He gets it. He gets it. Braden says, now there's a fight. I can see the NFL now. They're just over there like, oh yeah, we're about to fine all of them. You saw the fine they did for the last fight. NFL just putting that money in their pockets. Braden says we're getting everything tonight, man. Yeah, we're getting everything but the clock moving. Another intelligent human being out there punching another face mask, and then shoves the next man. All right, 2nd and 15. Throws it. It's caught there by the back of the backfield, and Swift takes on the contact, takes it to about the 41-yard line. Okay. Third down coming up again here in the third with about 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Let's see. You say, I'm your backstage stream yard at the YouTube channel Hoodie Job. And so, okay. All right, so Caleb got sacked again. Anderson missed him earlier in the game, but got him this time. Was not going to let him go this time. Man, Caleb is looking like, man, he wishes he was still at USC. Black says, bam them up. Oh, man. There you go. Brandon says, Caleb's knee almost got bent backwards. Oh, man. He's getting used like a rag doll out there, man. This is brutal. Let's see. RC says you wish Caleb. You say you bet Caleb wish he went somewhere else now. And so let's see. RC says Caleb is on the run like an unattended runaway shopping cart. And so, oh man, AG, what's good? What's good with you? What is going on? And AG says, how about the Vikings W? And so, yeah, they looked really good out there. They looked really good. Sam Darnold went out there and threw one heck of a deep ball pass there. That play to Justin Jefferson. That was smooth. And so San Francisco, Brock Purdy was just looking lost. He was looking lost. So absolutely. But yeah, congratulations to your Vikings though. 2-0. 2-0. JB underestimated the Vikings. I'll say that. I did underestimate the Minnesota Vikings. All right, let's see. AG says I'm going to the game next week against on the Texans in Minnesota. Oh, they play next week? That should be a good one. That should be a real good one. All right, gets the completion to Dalton Schultz. Picks up 5 yards on the play. Again, here in the third quarter with 5:20 left to go here in the third with Houston up 16-10. All right, runs the ball and gets the first down there. Picked up 7 yards there, and that was Cam Akers on a carry. As CAG says, yeah, it should be a close game. You honestly thought the Texans would be beating the Bears worse by now. And so, I mean, it's still time. It's still time. It's still time. CJ throws this one away. I mean, because the Bears defense, you know, they're pretty good defense. And NFL is a game of matchups. Sometimes you just can't explain it. All right, from their own 35-yard line. Ooh, almost threw a pick. Did he throw a pick? Did he throw a pick? Referee says, nope, not a pick. And so let's see. Lewis says intercepted. He says Bears football. And so yeah, that's a big time interception there. Now the play is being reviewed. Now let's check this replay. And even though the ball is moving, as long as he doesn't use the ground to secure it, which he does is apparently. So, but still was a good play. Still was a good play. But yeah, they are challenging that. They want it overturned. Another review, guys. Lewis says that's a catch. AG says opponent had Kamara, so you was doomed for. Oh man, you also had an opponent that had Alvin Kamara. Man, I don't know what's going on with the Saints, guys, but they they on one. Like, they figured it out. They've cracked the code, man. I don't know what to say, but it's a bad look for those of us that had to go against Kamara this week. Braden says another review. Yes, another review, another stoppage of play, another challenge out there. Oh, let's see. AG says incomplete. Lewis says Mixon back on the sidelines. So he hasn't given up on JB's fantasy team. He has not given up on JB's fantasy team, despite the fact that JB's given up on his fantasy team now. But they can certainly use him out there. That's all I'm gonna say. They can certainly use him out there. But yeah, after checking that replay there, definitely use that ground there. So all right, so Texans on 3rd and 10, and CJ Stroud with the pressure all around him and brought down at his own 23-yard line. So 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This third quarter's got to be one of the longest quarters I can recall in a hot minute. This game literally has had some of everything. I mean, from the fights on the sideline to the record-breaking challenges in the game to the chain gang going down on the sideline. It's been having it all, man. Like anything we can to stop the play, the amount of false starts, penalties. Oh, he got rocked. He got rocked on that one, but held on to the ball. All right, so here we go for the Bears here. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. They're going to toss the ball here to Swift, and Swift's going to take it to the 40-yard line. So picked up 6 yards there. He's got 10 carries for 12 yards today. All right, Caleb Williams up under center. And Swift again on another carry, and he picks up a yard on the play. Now they're going to call a flag here. They're going to call yet another flag. Lewis says sacked. They're going to call another flag here. But yeah, if there's one thing we figured out is JB does not like when there's too many delays in the game. Like it just they keep stopping the clock. All right, so Swift again gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picked up a yard there. So 2nd and 9 here from the Chicago 47-yard line again here in the third quarter with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And right now, Houston's still up 16-10. No scores here in the third quarter. So I know that means I just thought about that, Lewis. Third quarter, all the delays and still no scores right now. All right, throws it. Looks like he thought about doing some type of trick play, but kept it himself before he was shoved out of bounds. But there is a penalty. It's going to be offensive holding. Lewis says, "Are the refs Steeler fans with all them terrible towers?" You know what? They're showing their true nature. They're showing their true nature. Absolutely. Holding on the offense. Holding on Swift. It's going to back them up again. Braden says he's about to fall asleep. He's about to fall asleep. We gotta try to keep him up though, at least another quarter. So 2nd and 18 here. Williams throws it to the back again and gets the completion for 2 yards. Oh man, Braden. You see what they did to JB? And the fact that I mean, it's a close game. It's 16-10, but all these delays, it takes away from the experience because they keep stopping the play for one reason or another, and it's very annoying. Oh man, Braden in the future already. Braden's in the future already. He says picked. Oh man, 3rd and 16. Say it ain't so. Throws it up there. Oh, what a big time play there by the cornerback. I mean, he treated it like he was the receiver there. And that's Derek Stingley. I almost forget about him. I really do. Got the interception there. Okay, big time play there for the Houston Texans, who are up 16-10 here in the third quarter. Still 50 seconds to go here in the third. Y'all better not take us to no commercial. Let us run another play or two and at least get to the end of the quarter because we've seen so many commercials already. Samuel says he's about to fall asleep as well. And so, oh man, JB Nation's about to clock out. And we still got a whole quarter, guys. Braden says this quarter's been insane. It has been. Braden says another review coming, maybe. You say no review, thank goodness. They'll find something to review. I see Joe Mixon's back there. I need Joe Mixon to bust a big one for a touchdown. Add some excitement for JB by getting a touchdown. Don't give it to Tate Dell. If he gets it, lose yards. Excellent. Yeah, keep losing yards for him. Black Medicine says sacked. But yeah, Tank Dell. So let me look at my fantasy team. That might, if I see I got a little bit of hope, that might help JB out right now. But this has just been atrocious. But on 2nd and 15, CJ Stroud throws it, gets the completion there to Stephon Diggs. And Stephon Diggs gonna pick up Some good yards there, but still going to be shy of that first down marker. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So what has been an extremely long quarter, is finally done. And now we've got one quarter remaining here between these two teams. RC said Caleb picked Lambs. Oh man. Black says R tackled. Braden says that was one of the longest third quarters ever. RC says Caleb Grossman is in the house. You're right about that. Wait a minute. I was about to say, wait a minute now. What happened to my fantasy team? But all right, so yeah, no changes can happen there. It's going to come down to tomorrow night in that one. But I see that this one, I actually got, oh my goodness, I actually got a chance. I actually got a real good chance coming back from the abyss. I'm currently trailing my opponent right now by like 1.18 points. I'm sorry, 1.24 points. And so if I can find the way to get Joe Mixon, which is a good probability, get Joe Mixon to just get a couple more yards and that touchdown would be great, but just a couple more yards, and Tank Dell continues to do what he's doing and going backwards, I can actually win that matchup still, despite the fact that Tyreek got hurt, despite the fact that I chose the wrong defense to start. Joe Mixon, I need you this fourth quarter. JB's got new aspirations now. I'm sorry, I didn't even read that comment there. Black Medicine said, "Man, this game's been a late game, or at least I'm not used to watching the NFL this late. It's just been a late game. It's been a long quarter. Like this is supposed to be wrapped up in another like 20 minutes per se and stuff. That according to my calculations, but thanks to how long this quarter did, this might take us another 45 minutes, man. This is like, come on, man." RC says, "Braden, make you an ice cream float. You'll be wide awake, bruh." Braden says, "One step too late. He's already actually had ice cream earlier today." Man, y'all be living good. RC said, "I've been doing other things while watching this weird game, while mostly listening to JB and occasionally looking up at the Bears and Titans." And so, okay. I'm sorry, Bears and Titans. Oh man. RC says, "Braden in my Mortal Kombat voice. Round two." All right, they got to give us some excitement here. We need a big play. I need Joe Mixon to outperform Tank Dell in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Houston Texans. Feels the pressure, avoids it, looking, throws it, and gets the completion. And what a completion it is to Nico Collins. All right, let's get Joe Mixon some carries now. He's good. He's good. I talked to him. He's good. Samuel says, "You say your IG is live now?" Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Tank Dell, but not on JB's watch. Not on JB's watch. Go ahead and run that football. Go ahead and run that football, fam. JB's trying to go 2-0 in his money league. Either run it or throw it to Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon, make it do what it do. All right, let's see. RC said, "JB, what's wrong with Caleb? Pick them, pick'ems." Who knows? 2nd and 10. Mixon. All right. Mixing it up there. I like it. Picks up 4 yards there. I need more. I need more. I need more. Throw it to him out the backfield. Throw it to him out the backfield. If I can just find a way to get Joe Mixon to get in the end zone, that would be tremendous. RC says Caleb Trubisky. Ooh, he got rocked on that play. He got rocked on that play. Should have just ran the ball or threw it to your back at the backfield. Let's see. Says this is getting real tight. And so it is. It is. All right, another kick here for Fairburn. He's already 3 for 3 so far. All right, 53-yard field goal attempt. Kick is on the way, and the kick, it is good. It is good. So Houston up 19-10. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Chiefs said losing by 2. You needed a field goal. Well, did that do it for you? I need Joe Mixon to just I need Houston to feel like, okay, we're up 2 scores to get the football back and just go ahead and run this football with Joe Mixon. Don't pay no attention to Tank Dell at all. Just run it with Mixon. Just run it with Mixon. We're literally neck and neck. And I need to win this. So let's hope we both win, Cheesehead. We can do this. Lewis says it's about time. Lewis says it's about time. Well, Cheese says that he got his field goal. He's good. He's got his field goal. He's good. Absolutely. You say that gets you up by 3. Okay, okay. Lewis says, come on, Bears need a touchdown. Said he need a touchdown. Yeah, JB just need the Texans to keep utilizing Joe Mixon. He can save the day and give JB the W. It's still possible that I can win all 3 of my leagues. All right, let's see. Cheese had said, just no more Nico Collins. I think we all agree, just run the ball. I think we all agree, just run the ball. So that's what I say. That's what I say we should do. Absolutely. All right, so we're currently right now at the commercial. All right, meanwhile, and my man RC says, JB playoffs. Playoffs. JB's trying to make sure that his team is in good position for it. So this could be big here. Joe Mixon can save the day today, and then Jalen Hurts can save the night tomorrow for JB's fantasy teams. Because right now we're just surviving until we figure this thing out. Well, we're going to see what the Bears do to try to respond here. Again, fourth quarter, 13 minutes and 39 seconds to go here in the fourth. Getting ready for the kickoff. Lewis says, go deep. He wants to see them go deep. Well, you saw what happened the last time he went deep. If it wasn't for that penalty and stuff like that, you saw what happens when he tries to go deep. I say continue to run that ball. Run that ball. Both teams just run it, run it, run it. Yes, indeed, you can run it, run it. All right, shotgun for the Bears from their own 30-yard line. Quick pass to the back. Oh, got him in the backfield. Went to the well one time too many. Houston, ready for it. Ready for it. Jesus said, They had the chance to cook me. You said had Dobbins on their bench for 24 points after what he did week one, knowing that they're going against Carolina, who lost their best defensive lineman, and he didn't start Dobbins? Who did he start instead? That's wild. You said roll that clock. Ooh, Caleb gets away somehow, throws it through an interception. Threw an interception. He took Lewis's advice and he threw a pick. I told you what happens when he goes deep. Lewis says, again? You say, don't go deep no more. Don't go deep no more. Oh, man. He'd have been better off taking that sack, honestly. He'd have been better off taking that sack, but nah. Went deep once again. You can't just throw it up there any kind of way. You can't just throw it up there no any kind of way. This ain't SC. Braden says, there's the rookie mistake. Again. Yep. But they say it was Justin Fields, right? They say it was Justin Fields that was the bad one. That's what they said. Justin Fields getting W's outside of Chicago right now. Come on, run this ball, baby. Run this ball. All right, going to the outside here. Get every yard you can get. That's right. Don't even show the coach a limp at this point. JB still needs more, though. I needed more from that play. So we got second down. 2nd and 9. All right, tight end goes in motion, shotgun formation. Snaps the ball. Stroud looking. Stroud. Oh, got him for the sack. Oh, man. Oh, man. Cheesehead said they got Montgomery Taylor and Amari Cooper at the flex. Okay. Aiden says that looked like something Anthony Richardson did today. Cheesehead said run it. Chris Brown style. RC said Caleb go deep to the end of the bench, bruh. AG said, to be honest, I have been very impressed with Caleb's ability to avoid being sacked. Unfortunately, the D line is overwhelming them. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, looking quick pass. Completed there to Nico Collins. Okay. He's going to pick up 7 yards on the play. Let's see. Cheesehead said, man, I hate this. Laney's back. Glad you charged your phone. RC said, JBC, I knew week one was a fluke, man. Well, it's only 2 weeks, so we don't know if it's week one or week two. Which one's the fluke? All right, but Texans looking to punt the ball here. Punts on the way. And gets it at the 6-yard line. And that is where the Chicago Bears will take over with the football. Let's see, Braden says, agreed, AG. Let's see, Cheesehead says, bruh. Oh, man. But yes, so another commercial break for us. We've seen quite a few commercials today. But the Houston Texans up 19-10. You know, we are here in the fourth quarter. And so we'll see if Chicago can find a way to score or not. Let's see. AJ says, RC, are you a Bears fan? RC said, Bears going to run out of time. I mean, it's now or never. It's now or never. But as long as JB gets the yards he needs for his fantasy team and my opponent doesn't get it, I'm good. I'm good. That's all I need right now. Now, Cheesehead said he's leading by 1. JB is currently down by 1. So if I can get 1 point, one more point out of Mixon, I'll be good. So that's what JB's thinking about. But again, we're currently right now here at the commercial. RC says AG absolutely no piano, no good. AG said also who yesterday was telling me Vikings are gonna lose by 2+ touchdowns. How'd that turn out? And so, oh man, AG keeping receipts. AG keeping receipts, man. But what can you say? What can you say? What can you say? I had someone tell me the Pats were going to go 0-17 and we were going to lose to the Bengals by 50. RC said, AG, I'd rather cheer for the Washington Generals versus the Globetrotters. Cheesehead said, I need to go to bed before I get disappointed. Meanwhile, JB needs to make sure he charges his phone. Let's see. AG says, you need to stop sleeping on your Vikings. And so, I mean, that defense is the truth. Defense is the truth. And I mean, you guys are still getting big plays. So it's exciting to see how you guys are going to do. JB will admit that JB was wrong about the Minnesota Vikings for sure. All right, one back in the backfield here. Gonna give it to him, and he's gonna take it to about the 9-yard line. So picked up about 3 yards there on the play. So far, Caleb Williams is 19 of 27 for 122 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions so far. But 2nd and 7, Williams filling a rush. Williams throws it deep, incomplete. So 3rd and 7 coming up. RC said, well, who knew Sam Darnold was going to be a franchise quarterback in Minnesota, JB and AG? And so, well, I sure didn't. I sure didn't. I sure didn't. But Minnesota, credit to them. They knew. They knew. AG said Pats looked surprisingly good in their first 2 games, certainly better than you thought. And so I knew the defense would be solid. But overall, as a team, I'm very happy for what I'm seeing. Oh, Caleb Williams hit again. Again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, Houston, all you got to do is just go ahead and run this clock, like that's all we got to do, right? Go ahead, let's run this clock with Joe Mixon and let's get JB to lead. I feel a lot better once I see that I'm actually ahead here cuz right now trailing by a point here. I'm like, let's just go ahead and do this. Let's do this. Hanging says just keep that ball. All right, punts on the way. All right, at the 45, at the 50, still, excellent field position. You gotta run the ball with my guy Mixon now. Don't you dare put Cam Akers in the game right now. You gotta use my guy Mixon. This is what he here for. Hey, Black Medicine. I'm glad that we did not pay attention to taking the over on Mixon's carries. Right now, he's only got 9 carries so far for 25 yards. And it looks like the Texans are really, really trying to irk JB right now by putting Cam Akers in the game. AJ says Caleb's taking a beating. Cheesehead said, I agree. RC said, now I'm peeved off. The Bears don't give a split about protecting quarterbacks. All right, 2nd down coming up here after that 7-yard pickup there in which it was Cam Akers. I need Mixon in the game. Stop playing around. Black says the Bears defense looks decent despite the score. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, so they got Akers back there. This is where I need the defense to actually stop them when they got Akers in the backfield. Don't let him just run like this. Come on, man. He's got to be tired after that carry. Take him out. Take him out. Come on. Take him out. Put in Joe Mixon. Put in Joe Mixon. Put in Thunder Joe Mixon. As RC says, I'm so happy Justin Fields is gone. He ain't got to get beat like Caleb is no more. And so Black is like, yeah, I'm like, I just got one thing I'm asking from Houston, and that's to let my guy Mixon run. He's only got like 9 carries, so it's not. I know he was a little banged up earlier, but come on now. All right, so they run the ball here. All these carries, and it's just going to Akers. Take him out, coach. Take him out. He's fatigued. Take him out. Of course not. But they put Tank Dell in the game. They'll put him in the game. Jesus said, why don't y'all just kick me a field goal? We had an agreement in place. All right, 2nd and 9. Feeds it to him here for 4 yards. Okay. 3rd down coming up. Come on, coach. Put him in. Come on, coach. What are we doing? Look at that. Cam Akers already more rushing yards than Joe Mixon. What are we doing? You say, why did the Bears call a timeout? They're I guess they're just trying to keep as much time on that clock and not let Houston just repeatedly keep running because they see that clearly Houston just is content with continuing to run the clock as much as they can. They'll take the field goal. They'll take the field goal. Oh, come on, coach. We're at the 4-yard line. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? That's right. She says, JB, you got a better chance of seeing Caleb get a hat trick, 3 interceptions. It really feels that way. Come on, man. Stroud out there looking and throws it and gets it to Dalton Schultz, who takes it to the 4-yard line, and now they're 4 yards away from the end zone. Come on, coach. Do the right thing. Don't do this to us. Don't keep Cam Akers in that game. Put in Joe Mixon. He deserves a touchdown. She says that get Mixon in there. Get Mixon in the game. Black says that's probably game. Seriously, because just let him finish this one out in the end zone. We'll call it. If he gets in the end zone, I won't. I won't ask any more. Let's see. All right, but they're going to run the ball. Picks up maybe a yard here. They're saying it's a fumble. I don't know what's going on, guys. There's too many bodies around the football. I don't know who's got it. I don't know what's going on. I don't even. I don't know what's going on. Well, that tells us everything we needed to know. That was a fumble. That's what you get. You deserve that. I wish they would have picked it up and taken it to the house because you deserve that for keeping in Akers in the game. He deserved it. RC says now the defense wearing down. He said, where is Stroud at regarding passing yards? 256. He's at 256. 256 yards passing and also 1 passing touchdown. Now, Nico Collins has 135 yards receiving. Now, Black says fumble. Braden says, oh my goodness. Black says, yep, fumble. AG says, this is why you throw the ball and get your fantasy points. RC said, crumble, tumble. This is why you keep Joe Mixon in the football game. This is why they should have let him continue to get those carries, at least in the goal line. You tried to trust Cam Akers. He lost the ball here. So I hope the Bears make you pay. I hope they get a deep touchdown here just to teach you a lesson for what you're trying to do. Let's see. Black says, even Colin Ruff said that Mixon should have been in. And so exactly. He knows too. He knows too. Cheese has said, that don't help me if Chicago scores. They're gonna throw to Nico again. And so, well, I need the ball back with enough time for Mixon to get some more carries. You may be right, but it's got to be a quick 3 and out. And they got to come back to their senses and let Mixon finish this one out. I don't need much. I just need like another point or two for my fantasy team. RC says, AG. All right, Braden says, we've reached a point in the stream where JB loses his mind. Cheese says, safety, please. RC says, and now for the grand final, Caleb's hat trick loading. Surely he won't throw another pick, right? Right? The fact that the Bears only have one timeout means they have not taken up a lot of time in terms of time possession on their drives. They've been pretty quick. So we'll see what they do, but they'll be from their own 3-yard line. All right, so getting back to the game here. RC says, what if he does? Well, if he does, as long as the defense doesn't get a pick six, because that would really aggravate me if it was a pick six, because then I wouldn't have any case whatsoever. All right, but here we go. Shotgun here for the Chicago Bears, trailing 19-10 here in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Gets the carry for a yard there to Swift. So that's a yard there. For a team that knows they're down 2 scores, they better go with a sense of urgency. Cheese had said should have put Swift in. Said would have got you like 4 points. All right, 2nd and 9, looking and throws it incomplete. So 3rd and 9 coming up here for Caleb Williams and the offense. Braden says Bears are playing worse than the Chicago physicians and surgeons. They're playing worse than the Chicago nurses at this point, Braden. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here, 3rd and 9. 6 minutes to go in this one. Caleb moving. Caleb is going to run. Oh, my goodness. Caleb turning on the 40 time for this one and even slides there to finish it off. Wow. All right, she said, why are they running the ball down 2 scores? They don't believe in their pass game. And he doesn't believe in his offensive line. Throws it, gets a completion there. It'll be short about 3 yards there. All right, let's see. RC said, don't make me go back to calling them the Chicago Scares. Hanging says defense. Caleb dropping back. Caleb throwing one deep. That time, even the safety couldn't get to it. Incomplete. So 3rd and 3 coming up. RC says Caleb turned Justin Fields right there. That the offensive line to do it to you. Offensive line to do it to you. RC said, JB, I think he made that mad dash because he couldn't dare take that safety. Well, whatever they do, I need them to do it quickly. Like, do it quickly because I need Houston to get the football back with enough time to where it still makes sense for them to run the ball with Joe Mixon. 3rd and 3. Gets it to his tight end all wide open there for 12 yards and a first down. So the Bears, they're moving the ball here. They're moving the ball. But yeah, if they do score, then they're going to end up throwing this ball, the Texans are. So I need the Texans defense to make a play. 4:35 to go here in the fourth. Caleb throws it. Oh, he got rocked. He got rocked. That's a flag there. I see a flag came out there, but man, Cole got rocked there. It's a Cole rolled out there, guys. He got rocked. Hagan says, I ain't doing this right now. RC says, come here. Why didn't you go out of bounds, you big dummy? Sounds like Sunday Say was on the Fred Sanford and Son, Sanford and Show stuff. All right, so still 4 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Pressure coming, throws one up there just to throw it away. Come on, y'all sure y'all don't want to call it intentional grounding? There wasn't a soul over there. All right, another third situation coming out. RC says Cole is out cold. He took a hit on that one too. Oh, now we got the lines out there now to see if he was inside the pocket or not. In which, yep, he was inside the pocket. Okay. Yep. Intentional grounding. Okay. That's a big penalty right there. That's a big penalty right there. RC says the Bears O line is about as tough as a used wet tea bag. Right? All right, let's see what happens here. I need this defense to get a stop here. Caleb throws it incomplete. But there is another flag over and over and over and over again. Referee, whatever it is, let it go. Roughing the passer. This how my fantasy team loses today. Oh man. RC said Caleb is either learning or burning, depending on your view. But man, this is. I get you want to get to him bad. I get that. But come on, man. AG says poor Caleb. All right, so Caleb slides on the play. Okay. Gotta hurry up. Gotta hurry up. RC said Caleb ain't gonna make it through the season like this. And so not taking a beating like that. Not taking a beating like that. That's exactly why New England is not playing Drake May. But they run the ball to Homer. He picks up 6 yards there. Travis Homer, TH. All right, so got another third and fourth situation coming up. AJ says, man, this team is not helping Caleb. Braden says, Caleb is going to get injured one of these weeks. Cheesehead says, Minnesota is #1 in the NFC North. And so, isn't that a surprise? Isn't that a surprise? But AG knew it. He knew it was going to happen. Meanwhile, Caleb floats one up there near the sideline, incomplete. So I'm going to wait. There's no flags. Oh, and DJ Moore not liking it. Not liking it. DJ Moore is clearly frustrated right now. All right, so Santos is going to kick a field goal here. This is from 54 yards out here in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go. The Bears only have one timeout. They've only got one timeout. All right, that is good. All right. Houston, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. Put Joe Mixon in there, put your best blockers in there, and y'all just run it up the middle till this man can't run no more. RC said they only got one timeout, so they need to hurry up. Braden says, just end this game already, will you? RC said the Bears play calling are weirdos, and so play callers are weirdos, and so facts. Braden says the offensive coordinator is terrible. Cheesehead said, what are they doing? AG says this Minnesota defense special this year for sure. Hopefully the offense gets even better when Hawkinson and Addison come back. And so when is Addison supposed to come back, by the way? I do have him on one of my fantasy teams. I just know he's out. Lewis says this is going to come down to the last second. The last seconds. Well, if Houston does what Houston's supposed to do and get a ball to Joe Mixon, I believe he can run it out. Oh, shoot. Kickoff on the way. And, oh, look at that return. Hey, y'all give JB a hot minute here. JB's got to kill a spider real quick, or remove a spider, I should say. So give JB 1 second here, and I'll be right back. All right, JB's back. JB's back. JB's back. And what JB is witnessing in that backfield right now, it's got to be a joke. It's got to be a clean joke right now. You mean to tell me it's a one-score game? You're going to run the ball and you're not going to put Joe Mixon in the backfield? This is a joke. This is a joke. They're not serious right now. They're not serious. Cheese said, I guess that makes 6 points. Like says, got it. Or as he said, these kickers out here earning their bread. Yes, they are. Like says, defense needs to hold and Caleb needs to lead the sassiest of comebacks to pull this one off. All right, she says, the way I see is that the Texans get one first down. They're going to soak this one. Yep. They ran it, but they just had the wrong running back in there. That's why they're not getting no yards. That's why This is bad. Let's see. Braden says, "RC, I'm about to fall asleep." Braden said, "JB about to punch that spider." Let's see. Black said the spider is gone, but all the time he took to explain it to us. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got him. Let's just say he's been removed. I got him. And they still don't have my guy Mixon in the game. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's a tragedy. Are you kidding me? Oh, there's a penalty. There's a penalty. I can't believe it. I had a slick feeling the coach was going to do that. He's like, you know what? Since Cam fumbled it, I won't use him. I'll just run the other running back, which makes no sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. Come on, coach, put Joe Mixon in the game. All right, she said you took a nap and you're wide awake like a Katy Perry song. Like says, Rue, I thought for a second the spider won the battle. It was about to sit down in the chair and call the rest of the stream. Nah, he's just upset about, I guess, the fantasy move. But man, this is, what can I say? I've officially lost thanks to this coach. And yes, Stephon Diggs. I just can't believe it. Like, why would you not have Joe Mixon in there? Like, real talk. Why would you not put Joe Mixon in there? RC said, JB, just let it bite you. You could turn to Peter Parker. You know, Spider Man. I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. Raiden says JB is Miles Morales. Let's see. RC said Braden and JB, Andy Dalton was absolutely livid earlier when Cincinnati lost. I mean, he was angry. Oh, man. Braden says, you've been lying to us all this time, JB. Never that. Never that. All right. So, what can help JB out the most? I need the Bears to run this kick back. Like, just run this kick back, and then hopefully they pass something to Mix. I don't know. But yeah, there's no doubt if they get the ball back with the lead, they're going to just take a knee. So, I need the Bears to actually score and leave a little time for Joe Mixon to get a catch or something. Desperate times. Desperate times. Cheesehead said the Bears are fit to win. Like says, dude, would you believe I am just now sitting down to eat, haven't eaten all day? Oh wow, that's insane. That's insane. That's like midnight. Brandon says we're all tired, RC. Well, let's see what the Bears do. They've got a minute and 37 seconds to work with and no timeouts. Throws it, gets it. Oh, gets it to the rookie receiver there, Romo Dunez, and he's going to take it to about the 48-yard line. Cheese said, this is way too close, man. Medicine says, blame it on the Addy. Cheesehead says, defense. Incomplete. Incomplete. Everett just cannot get a catch. Yeah, I need the Bears to score like ASAP. All right, Caleb. Sacked again. Sacked again. Sacked again. Wow. All right, shotgun formation here from their own 39-yard line, and Caleb feeling the pressure, has to scramble here. It won't go down as a sack, but it's basically the same thing here. He picked up a yard. And there's a flag. There's a flag there. Illegal formation. Insane. I can't believe it. Like, they ran it like 5 or 6 times in a row, and oh man, they just did not want to see JB shine today. This one, let's see. RC said, Caleb brain rocked, socked. Braden says another flag. Black says, well, the ball is in their court and they're still going to lose. So now on 4th and 17. And the final heave, incomplete, wasn't nowhere near his receiver. It oh boy. Oh boy. Caleb, Caleb, Caleb. Braden says, good night, Mr. Morals. What a stream. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming through. And again, tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow's game will have less, how can I put it? It won't be all these flags and interruptions. Or as he said, tomorrow you're firing the whole offensive line. If you're the Bears brass, absolutely. Black says Caleb definitely has the squiggly lines on his screen. All right, Lewis says, oh, well, better luck next time for your team. All right, Black Medicine says, peace out. All right, good night to you. Laney says, good night, JB. Good stream. See you tomorrow. Appreciate that. And thanks again for coming through. And yes, see you guys tomorrow. RC says, get Caleb and his O-line to fuss out of here. And this one is over. CJ took a couple knees and it's done. Houston wins 19-13 over the Chicago Bears. RC said, JB, appreciate it, bro. It was fire. And so, yeah, I mean, basically burnt down the Bears offensive line. Like, too much to handle. But yeah, appreciate that. See you guys next time. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. This game took a toll here. It was a very long game for sure. Cheese, I said better luck next week. But you got the W by one. You got the W by one. I lost by one. We could have both been winners if they would have just kept giving Joe Mixon the ball there towards the end, man. Sketchy coaches do sketchy type things, man. That was sketchy. That was sketchy. But it is what it is. Y'all take care. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.